This is
Hashtag Just Sayin.
I am Tara.
I'm Sean.
Uh,
And this is the podcast that wants an official Red Ryder carbon axle 200 range model air rifle.
yes. We're missing Joseph. He had to work late again. Someday his boss will let him free.
I work late. You work late.
If you can work late,
you can work late.
Yeah. Sad, sad, sad. So, 'tis the season. 'Tis the season. There we go. I sound better now. There we go. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys what we just came in from doing. That it is not on my note list. We came in because we had a big blizzard the other day.
Boo!
I can't see if I'm in frame. I'm just going to assume I am. We had a big blizzard the other day, and so...
Yeah, it made me use a vacation day to stay home.
Ooh, oh!
Yeah.
That blows.
My work wasn't really closed.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
That's nasty gross.
I have like an hour ride, so...
No, I wouldn't have done that either.
No.
I would have called in, too. I was saying that, too. I'm like, this is the exact day, kind of days that I would call in. I don't mess around.
I set my alarm for 10 past 6.
Yeah.
Went outside my apartment building. Saw the snow on the ground. Walked over to the edge of the building near where I park. Looked around. I looked up. It was kind of mixing snow to rain.
Yep.
Kind of changed over. I looked at that. And I looked at the car. And I went, nope. Went back in. Text my coworker. I'm not coming in. Went back to bed.
Sean noped out. I love it. He's like, nope.
Nope. It's changing the rain. Probably going to be slick here, slick there. Nope. I'm not
done, son. I hear ya. I work from home. I get to work from home for the next week.
Woo!
I know.
Lucky.
So I mean, but it's kind of shitty because I couldn't call in because I'm already working from home. That's the downer.
You should try that for the hell of it.
That's the downer though. Is like you can't like really call in now because people are like, well, you can work from home. I'm like, oh man, yeah, but I don't want to. Yes, I can work, but I don't want to. So we had a big blizzard just a couple days ago, and Jay had to work during the blizzard, so I was alone. But I did get a lovely night's sleep because he wasn't next to me snoring, and that sounds so horrible to say, but it's true. So I slept like I don't know, like a coma patient. I slept like a coma patient. It was awesome. Anyway, I'll get into that. I have a story about that, but I'll get into that in a minute. So we had all this snow. Now, he's picking up a couple extra hours tomorrow, Saturday, because he used to work for a radio station and he doesn't now, but he likes to help out.
Good boy.
Around Christmas time because it's fun. They program the music for the automation when the station goes 24 hours of Christmas music, stuff like that. So he likes to program that and the commercials and stuff like that. So he'll be going into work tomorrow. Now, as a quick aside, tomorrow, because it's a really old building, and as far as I know, it's only been a radio station. So it's not been anything else. But tomorrow, Sean and I are going to investigate the station because supposedly it's haunted. People have heard walking around upstairs and nobody up there. There's been phones ringing when there's no communication.
I'm hoping that happens.
I don't think that happens very often because it was...
Better tomorrow.
When Jay told me about it, it was like, it was an anomaly. He was like, oh my God, that doesn't happen. So, I don't know, but Sean's going to bring his spirit box. So what I might do is try to do a live, maybe like a live YouTube feed of us playing with the spirit box, seeing if anything happens.
Oh, yeah.
Just to
don't run out on me or something.
Only if it says get out. That's the only thing I'm going to do. I'm like, you win. I'm out. You win. So...
I'm like, no, we travel all the way over here. You get out.
You get out.
Screw you.
So because he has to go to work, he's trying to dig out his car now from the blizzard that we had. And so in doing so, got it stuck in the lawn. And when I say it's stuck in the lawn, it is stuck in the lawn. It's at least 3 to 4 inches deep into the mud, right? Deep in the mud.
Deep, 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 deep in the mud.
So, now what I had suggested prior to your showing up was him taking his work truck, because it's a heavy-duty truck. Mm-hmm. And I said, why don't you just push it with the truck? Just push it right out. I was like, you push it back enough so it's out of the ditch, and boom. That was met with, I don't think that will work. And I think it totally will. Has anybody ever seen, like, the British Top Gear? It's like, what could possibly go wrong? That's one of the characters, like, how hard could it be?
Do it easy, do it slow.
That's what I said. I was like, little love tap.
There's plenty of room behind the car right now, he could do that.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to go against the house right away.
No. Just a little, I was like, you just have to tap it enough. So, ultimately, he's called my nephew. I said, why don't you call him and see if because he has a really long driveway. So I said, he must have gotten stuck in his driveway at some point. He must know how to get a car out. So I said, give him a call. And then I realized that he has really, really bad knees. He does masonry. And he's having surgery on his knees after the first of the year. So I was like, ugh. I don't know how much of a help he's really going to be. Hopefully he brings his sister, poor Nikki, and hopefully she can give it help. But so we were outside pushing, and Sean was like, "Please don't cover me in mud."
It's like you would see on a TV show or a movie. The tires just going and going and going, kicking mud up all over the place. Yep. I was worried that was going to happen to me. And it didn't for a little bit. Then we got to the front of the car, and she got in. And
we tried neutral and pushing from the back. Because there's a little bit more traction in the back. I mean, for people. Because when he had moved the car, he had gotten so far, so there's a little bit of ground. You can actually see the ground.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's the better place to stand.
Right, doggy style first.
But so unfortunately, it did nothing. So we pushed. We tried from the front, and well, I mean, my thing with that is that the back. You're gonna have so many jokes about this. The back is a little jacked up higher. A little bit higher of a booty. With the front is lower, so you have to kind of stoop down. Like, I felt like I was pushing down instead of pushing out. Anyway. The backup plan we have called AAA. So I said, because AAA is like 8 hours. So I said, if they manage to show up before my nephew, then you can just cancel him. And just keep them as a backup plan if you can't get it free. Because you can always cancel them now. So that has been the evening so far. And I hope it's uphill from there and not downhill. Now, as I said earlier, the J-ster had to go to work during the storm. And so I was home alone. Now, I said to myself, I know. So I said, I'm going to...
run around the house?
No. I'm going to go to bed at a decent hour. I'm not going to... Because I had to get up and go to work anyway. So it's not like it was like, ooh, snow day! Woo! Like when you know you don't have school the next day. Yeah. When you know you don't have school the next day, you're like, I can stay up. No, I had to go to bed. So... I know. So I ended up, I went to bed at a decent time. I had Daisy go out and potty, and then I went to bed. Now, I decided I was going to leave it. I left the Christmas tree on, just for ambience. Even though I was alone. Alone ambience. Solo ambience. And I have Christmas lights in my living room, which I also left on. But it was totally dark in my bedroom. And so I left the lights on. I just turned the major lights off, and then I went to bed. So I fell asleep fairly quickly, right? And I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And now when I went to bed, I just kept having this feeling like something's off. Something's off. But I couldn't pinpoint it. And I thought, well, you know, maybe it's just because he's not here and he's not snoring beside me. And I also, when he's home, I usually run a fan just for white noise because the house is very quiet. I don't like it.
My apartment's like that.
Yeah, like I need quiet to go to sleep, but I also like need something else to focus on other than his snoring. So it's like I need to direct my attention somewhere else. So I usually have a fan going just for something that I can focus on. And so I didn't have the fan going because he wasn't snoring. He wasn't there to snore. So I said, well, maybe it's just because the fan's not on. I feel a little weird. So I said, I'm not going to think too much about it. So I went to sleep. I fell asleep. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning because I had to go to the bathroom. Now I go to the bathroom. Everything's fine. I walk back to the bedroom, and something caught my eye. Right?
Shadow figure?
No. This is nothing paranormal. Something caught my eye. So I turned and realized that I had a candle going, and I had had that candle going since the afternoon.
Oh, wow.
And I went, fuck. So I told Jay that story, and he's like, great, burn the house down when I'm not home. And I was like, well, I mean, I would have been the one inconvenienced, really. So I was like, oh, shit. And then I said, well, it was a Yankee candle, right? It's one of the big jar candles. And I was like, thank God it was a Yankee candle. And he goes, why? And I said, well, because of the only other candles I buy are the Bath and Body Works candles. And if you've ever seen those, they're only about yay big. And I said, it either would have burned itself out, or the flame would have hit the glass, and it would have
flame,
and it would have cracked the glass because
glass.
Because that's happened to me before and completely shattered it. And that's not fun. I mean, that would have woken me up. Like Stone Cold coming to my house. Dun, 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 dun. What the fuck? So, there was that. So this is the last show before Christmas. Yeah. Oh, by the way, for the audio, for anybody listening on audio, we upload the first 30 or so minutes on YouTube. For the YouTube folks, you can listen to the entire show because you only get an appetizer. You can get the whole meal on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, or whatever the fuck it's called now.
Whatever.
Anchor.
Grab your Anchor and listen.
And Spotify.
And look for us. Oh, Spotify, there we are.
If Joe was here, he would tell you to subscribe, so please do that. Don't disappoint Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Welcome.
He's just going to do all of this. He's like, I got it all covered today. So, what else do I have? I have a story. Oh, you know what? Since we were already talking about the blizzard, let me tell you. I got a phone call at like 7 o'clock in the morning Thursday from my nephew. And he goes, hey. And I was like just starting to get up, so I still had like that morning voice. Yeah. So I was like,
what do you want?
So I was like, yeah. And he goes, did I wake you up? And I'm like, no. But I am just waking up.
Why?
So he goes, well, I thought he said he had a snowblower, and I was like, oh, okay. So he said, well, I'm going to come and take care of your driveway for you. So I'm like, oh, cool. He goes, I got like 2 more stops before you. I'll probably be there at 9. Like, no problem. I'm working from home. Jay's not even home, so whatever. So he showed up at like, I don't know, 8:30, right? So he's outside, and he goes, do you have a shovel? I'm like, yeah. So I hand him a shovel, and I'm like, I thought he had a snowblower. And then I said, well, maybe he's just going to shovel in front of the door where the snowblower can't reach. Oh, no, he was shoveling the whole driveway. I'm like, son of a... Man... like, that's a lot of work. So...
It says more for all the guys that you hired to plow you.
Really, Sean? I don't have to hire men. Alright? Seriously.
And none of them are British.
I can't talk. I can't even. On the last episode, we had a lot of British people who listened, so I'm not even saying anything about Britain right now.
Getting proposals.
I'm not getting any proposals. I'm married anyway. So
Yeah, some people don't care.
no, some people don't. So doesn't stop a lot of people. So anyway, so I was like, oh, okay. And then he texted me at I don't know, like 8:45. I don't know. He had only been out there for like 20 minutes, right? So then he texted me and he goes, I gotta go home because I'm expecting a package, and realized that he needed to shovel his own driveway. He's like, I gotta take care of my
You
own.
didn't realize that when he left?
I guess not. So he goes, I gotta go home and take care of my own driveway. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get any packages. So I was like, oh shit, okay. So I was like, run. And I said, you'd be better off meeting the guy at the end of your driveway, because he's got a really long driveway. So I was like, you'd be out there all effing day. So he's like, yeah, he's only like 20 stops from my house, so I gotta hurry. What?
No, it's Funko Pop over there.
Oh.
Look weird from here.
Oh, okay. So, don't do that. I'm like, what? Because I got a story. Anyway. So he left. And he's like, you're like 90% done. So I'm like, oh, okay. So, I decided to go outside on my lunch. And I figured, well, if I'm 90% done, I just have to make sure that my mailbox is clear. Otherwise, the frickin' town won't deliver any mail. There's such prissies about it. Seriously. Like, if there's, like, a little mound, we can't deliver mail. It's like, what the hell? What happened to rain, sleet, or snow? Get off your ass.
Yeah.
If they can't reach it by the truck, they don't do it. Because they don't get out of the truck.
Lazy shit.
Seriously. I'm like, what the fuck? So...
Just stop the truck at the end of the driveway, get out, walk 2 feet, put it in the box, and get in.
I mean, seriously.
Lazy
So...
shit.
Oh, it drives me crazy. So, anyway. So, I was like, I gotta make sure that's clear. And just make sure the driveway's not chaotic. So, I went out on my lunch, and I was like, oh, shit. Because I don't know if it had snowed another, whatever... Because I wasn't really paying attention because I was working inside. So I was like, damn, it was basically like I had to shovel all over again. So I was like, well, okay. So I went out and I have a little electric snowblower, right? This little dinky thing. But it takes care of the fluffy shit, right? So I said, well, I'll grab the snowblower from out back. I'll take care of this. Everything will be fine. So... I started to get the snowblower, and I was going to plug it into the, what is that? I have a light post, and there's a socket on the light post, so all I have to do is plug the thing in. So I went to go plug it in, and my foot sank down into the snow, right? Because I stepped on a mound of snow. So not only did it sink down into the snow, but I have this rock wall thing that goes around it, and the rock... moved and tipped, so my ankle ended up going out, and I ended up falling forward. So I fell, yeah. So I fell forward into a thing of snow, and I was like, now I fucked up these 2 fingers. So I'm not doing anything.
Always has to be this one, though.
Yeah. And I mean, I got this weird bump. It's like I got what do you call that?
Fingertip.
No, it's like I got a splinter.
Nail.
It's like I got a splinter or something. It's like painful because I was gonna try to dig it out. And
Tweezers.
I was gonna dig it out with the tweezers, but it fucking hurts too much. So I'm just gonna let it be for a little
Close
while.
your eyes and yank.
No, I can't reach it. It's under the skin, so I'd have to dig it out. So I'm not messing with it right now. I'm just gonna leave it be. So I was very, very aggravated at that. 2 seconds after I get up, get the thing plugged in, and try to get things going, I have a video doorbell, and you can talk through it. Well, Jay had seen that I was outside, so he decided he was going to say hello. So he starts talking to me through the doorbell. I turned around, and I went, now is not the time. And he goes, sorry. And then that was it. He hung up the doorbell. And that was like, I didn't hear from him again.
I thought you were going to say that he started talking to you.
Yeah.
And it scared you that you fell down. So
No.
It's like on the burbs. You're Rumsfeld.
No,
It
but
falls off the house.
no, but here's what else happened, right? So I get things going, and I had to pick up the fucking snowblower and move it because I couldn't wheel it past my car, so I had to lift it. It was a huge thing. So anyway, so I start actually working. Actually. So I do one stripe, and then I make to turn around to come back, and it's electric. I got my leg.
Woogie, woogie, woogie.
I got my leg caught in the stupid wire. Ended up tripping. I fell backward into the snow. I stood up, and I literally yelled out, "Fuck this! Fuck it!" That's twice I've fallen. I was like, "Nope, done." I left the snowblower where it was. I left the shovels where they were. I came back inside. I was fuming. I just sat on the sofa angry, just dripping because I had fallen twice. So my hoodie was soaked, my sleeves were soaked, the back of my pant legs were wet. I'm glad you can laugh. I did not laugh. I was very angry. And I was like, oh my god. So then I texted Jay.
You just sitting on the couch like this. That's why I'm laughing.
I was like red, and my hand hurt from falling, so my hand was shaking. And I was like, oh. So I texted Jay and I went, "It's you. It's all you. I'm not going back outside." So he goes, "Okay." And he's like, "What happened?" And I said, "I fell twice." And he's like, "Oh no." He's like, "You okay?" And I was like, no. I said, I'm twisting my ankle, but it always hurts anyway, so I'm used to it. I'll deal with that for a little while. I just bit my tongue.
Again.
I know. So I said, I'm not going back outside. So then he came home, and he was outside trying to do clear, and then when I got off work, I ultimately went outside. We were outside for about an hour and a half. Clearing snow, yeah. And it got to the point, like, it was icy, and I was like, no thank you. No thank you. I'm gonna fall. If I was like, listen, I have fallen twice already, but I've fallen in snow. I was like, if I fall and I hit the driveway, I'm gonna break something, right? So I was like, no thank you. But now his car is stuck, so so there's that. Okay. Alright, I'm going to tell you this story.
Wait, Joe, do you have a story?
Oh, that's mean. That's mean. He might have a story if he was here. He had a whole list. Okay, I'm going to tell you this story. Sean, you're going to love this story.
Oh, goody.
Yep, I like things I like. Don't
Me
you?
too.
And we'll probably wrap up the YouTube folks with this story. So.
Oh, goody, goody. Goody, goody, goody.
So I saw my parents on Sunday.
Oh, I like where this is going already.
It's not going where you think it's going,
No.
actually. So I was at my parents' Sunday, and my mom got this little baby tree. It's a little baby Christmas tree, right?
Baby tree.
It's a baby tree. It has maybe like 10 ornaments on it because it's a little baby tree, right? She literally just got it because my nephew, for the little kids that my nephews have for when they come over, she just wanted a little tree, so she put a couple things under little tree, right? So she put it up the other day, and there were 2 ornaments sitting underneath the tree. And I didn't say anything about it, but I did notice it. So when it was just her and I think Nikki was there, but I'm not sure. She looked at me and she said, "I need to tell you what happened the other night." And I said, "Okay." And
Do tell.
yeah, she's always hurting herself, so I assume this. Wonder where I get it from. So so I'm sitting there like, I hope she's not going to tell me she fell again. And she goes, "Do you see those 2 ornaments there?" And I said, "Yeah." I was wondering why they were just laying under the tree. She goes, "Yeah." She says, "The other day, it was late in the afternoon," she said, "and I was just laying on the sofa, sitting on the sofa watching TV." She says, "Those ornaments went flying off the tree." And I said, "They fell off the tree?" And she said, "No, Tara, they flew off the tree.
Wow.
And I said, how far away did they go? And they went to, she said, I thought they were going to hit me. She's like, they went, and I mean, she showed me where they fell, and it wasn't like if somebody had just like gone like, boop, and they just fell off the tree. It was like, bam! So I went, shit. I said, well, maybe somebody doesn't like your ornaments. She goes, it scared the shit out of me. And I said, I would assume so, yeah. And she's like, that's never happened before. And I went, oh, I stirred up something. She goes, well, I don't think that's funny. So she didn't think that was very funny. I thought it was funny. And it was messed up. I mean, I would say it went further than me to you. It was like, it was like, it would have been like out there. It went a really good distance.
Did they break?
No. They were just little things. But I was like, man, because it landed like across the room. And I went, well, I said, sometimes, I said, well, I would have guessed maybe they had just fallen off the tree, like slipped off a branch. And she was, no. And I said, no, not by where it landed. Because she was like, somebody went like that. So I said, well, I have to tell Sean that story because he seems to think your house is haunted. So she goes, oh.
I wish we could check it out sometime.
I mean, I've done recordings in there. I've left digital recorders overnight, and I've gotten nothing. Well, the last time that I did that, actually, I got what sounded like a door creaking, but I can't guarantee that it wasn't one of my parents getting up to go to the bathroom. And it sounded like the chair moved a little bit. Like you hear like the roll, like that. But, I mean, and just some random little creaks in here and there, but it's an old house.
Sounds like situations like that, you need a video footage.
Yeah, I would need to, I'd need to be there. Or somebody would need to physically be there because, you would need to, like, see what's going on. I mean, if I could set up something so that, like, Jay would probably be the one to talk to. Be like, if I set up a camera so that I can see the feed and be like, oh, ooh, what's going on?
Do it from here.
But now, to even do the digital recording thing. And I did that. But what was funny is she was like, I don't know why you're doing that. There's nothing in this house. But if I ask her, she'll be like, yeah, sometimes I see. And I'm like, oh. But you tell me no.
The impossible shadow figure.
That's what she says. She says sometimes she'll be sitting there watching TV and like she'll see something go past the thing. But
wasn't you or your sister that heard something in the back room?
I've never heard anything. No.
Somebody did.
Nobody did. My poor Nikki had slept back there one time, and the alarm clock the radio kept turning on, to the point that it's now unplugged. And I asked, I was like, does it still turn on? No, it doesn't turn on.
Not yet.
Yeah, I know.
Why is that?
You're gonna hear like shaboom, shaboom, coming from the back room. Yeah. And when my sister comes, she sleeps back there all the time. She's never had any kind of experience. And growing up, that was my room. So it's like, oh, I don't know. I've never had anything happen back there. It's just interesting. I mean, it was like, I guess I could put a recorder in a different room. But, I don't know. It's just, I chose that room to do it because I could shut the door. So you get less traffic, supposedly. But, I don't know. It was just, I was just like, I don't think ornaments are supposed to fly off the tree like that.
No.
I've never had that happen in my house. Yeah. Do you have anything happen since you put your tree up? Nothing weird? No? No one coming, clapping on, clapping off.
Just Joe.
Lights turning on, lights turning off.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah!
So.
You know, the only other time that happens?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
I opened a can of soda. It turned the light off. I was like, oh, thanks.
Sean has that.
And I was watching Ghost Adventures.
Oh, nice. That would freak me out a little bit.
With just this.
Yeah.
Open it in the can.
Yeah.
Activated the clapper and turned the light off.
Wow. Well, I think one time we were watching something and I laughed and I was like,
Yeah.
And it shut off. I was like, God damn it! That was a happy clap. It wasn't a turn the light off clap. Distinguish between the two.
I have a sensitive clapper.
I guess it's sensitive as hell.
Yeah. Even when the cats are chasing each other around the room, the thumping.
Oh, really?
You can see the lights on the clapper, like it's trying to read. And sometimes it'll actually turn on.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. That's not the light that you've had an issue with, is it?
Issue?
Didn't, like, you come out of your bedroom or something one time and it was on? And you were like, ah.
The bathroom light was on at that time.
Oh, okay. See, Sean just has random lights.
Yeah. when this all started with the visitor of mine,
Yeah.
I think it was a bathroom light.
Okay.
And then eventually it was one, might have been the living room light, but I didn't actually get up to see which light it was on. One time I looked, I saw the light was on, and then a few seconds later it turned off. I'm like, yeah, I'm staying here.
What's the matter, Mr. Ghost Adventure? You don't want to go outside and investigate?
Nothing happened after that.
Oh, okay.
Plus, by the time I go get my digital recorder and everything and sit there, nothing's going to happen. I'm sure it's not going to tell me anything.
Well, I mean, you never know, I guess. You never know. My goodness.
Right now, I'm just waiting for it to happen again so I can get my phone and do a video record.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually see, like, a minute later, it's going to turn off.
That's weird. That's weird. And at least you get something on camera.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, before I had, like, my camcorder camera, I would catch stuff on my phone. It's faint, but you can still, like, what the hell is that? What's going on there? What the hell?
I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. The only thing that I is guaranteed is we're filming upstairs. He's gonna ask his boss again if we can, because you guys, people seem to like when we tour radio stations. The few that we've done, people have flipped out over. Like, oh my god, this is awesome. So I said,
You got some other news, by the way.
Do I?
Have we heard from somebody, sir?
Oh, well, hang on. So, we're trying to get permission to film the actual station. It's an active station. Actual. It's a real radio station, so I think they're a little bit weary of us putting them
Up there?
Yeah, especially if we caught something upstairs. They don't want people.
As long as we don't say what station, where
Yeah.
it is, and as long as we don't record any signs.
I had told him that. I was like, well, can we just get a tour of the station and us not say where we are? And he's like, I don't know. The other thing he's trying to do is get us to the transmitter site, which I guess is a big deal, so we can film that. So we might end up getting a few shoots out of this one shoot.
Ooh.
I know. Triple threat. But the only thing guaranteed is going to be doing the haunted part upstairs. So, like I said, we'll try to do the live stream of the ghost. What is it? The spirit box thing you're going to use?
Yeah.
We'll see about doing that. And speaking of spirit box, Sean finally heard from Phil, the guy on eBay, who we wanted to buy this thing from, and he finally heard from him. I mean, that deal actually happened pretty quick. I mean, he finally wrote you back, what, like yesterday?
Mhm.
And then boom, it went through today, so. I'm happy about that, because now we don't have to, like, chase after this fucking guy anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just heard from him moments before I made the purchase.
Mm-hmm.
I forget if I looked over, like, at the little windows at the top of my computer, and I noticed that, I got mail.
Ooh, I got mail. Yeah, just like Jay. He's so excited about mail.
Oh,
ooh, mail.
Knowing that we're waiting for Phil.
Right.
It's exciting. I forget if I looked at that and then checked, or if it was on my phone, which was like right here.
Yeah.
And I looked over and I saw that it was for Phil. I'm like, ooh.
Ooh.
And him saying that he'll make it so I can go on there and buy one.
Nice.
I'm like, I have to jump on this now.
Yeah.
Because he only made it so there's only 2 available. And everybody else is after the same spirit box.
Yeah. It's a very popular thing. People want it, so.
I almost texted you with the numbers 911, 911. Like in the days when we had beepers.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you, I was in the shower.
That was a delay.
That was the delay, and I was like, oh shit. And I wasn't even done with the shower when I texted you back, so.
Well, good.
Live from the shower is where I was. And I'm like, I'm getting the phone wet.
It's worth it.
Yeah. It's like, dry off. It's fine. It was fine. You know why I took a shower? Because I was cold. Yeah, you taking one in the morning for washing purposes.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like in the afternoon. I was like, damn, I'm cold. Sometimes the fastest way is just take a hot shower. I was like, fuck.
You just stand there.
Yesterday, when I had fallen, so I took a shower in the morning. When I came in from falling, I took another shower. And then after Jay and I came back inside from having cleared more snow, I was sore. So I was like, I'm going to take a hot shower and just let the water just deal with me. So I had taken 3 showers yesterday. I don't care. Pay for water. Use it up. Paying for it. Use it. That's what I say. Damn right. Okay. So we are going to say goodbye to you now. We're going to finish the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Please subscribe. Joe would tell you. Ring the bell.
Ding.
We will see you next time. Happy holidays. Whatever it is you celebrate. If you celebrate nothing, happy weekend. We will see you next time. Toodaloo kangaroo. Sean's got something to tell you. Tell him, Sean.
Have you everything? I had something else for this too. Shit. Whatever holiday you have, enjoy it.
There you go.
Bye.
Whoops.
Have a good holiday.
Nope. Can't. Nope.
Nope. Still there.
I'm literally pushing the button, Mo.
Beep. Boop. Beep.
I'm pushing the fucking button.
I was